In the quiet corners of our lives, many of us wage an invisible war against our own minds. This is a battle often unseen, unheard, and misunderstood by those around us. It's a struggle that knows no boundaries, no social class, no ethnicity or age. It's a global issue that affects millions, weaving its tendrils into every aspect of life. Mental health issues are as real as any physical ailment, yet they are often shrouded in a cloak of invisibility. This invisibility isn't due to their non-existence, but rather our inability or unwillingness to see them. Many times these mental battles are fought in silence behind closed doors, away from prying eyes, making them incredibly isolating. These invisible wars are fought by people from all walks of life. From the high-powered executive in the glass tower to the college student struggling to make it through finals week. From the mother of three juggling work and family to the war veteran dealing with memories that refuse to fade. It's an equal opportunity afflictor, not choosing its victims based on wealth, status, or age. Misunderstanding is one of the biggest obstacles in this invisible battle. People often overlook mental health issues, mislabel them, or worse, stigmatize them. This lack of understanding can lead to a lack of support for those who are fighting the battle, making it even more difficult for them to seek help or even acknowledge that they are struggling. But it's important to remember that these battles, while invisible, are not fought alone. They are fought by millions across the globe, each with their own unique story and struggle. Yet each one is united in the commonality of their experience. Silent battles are often the hardest to fight, but this does not mean they are impossible to overcome. As we delve deeper into this topic, we hope to illuminate the invisible, to bring understanding where there is confusion, and to show that while the battle may be difficult, it is not insurmountable. In the depths of despair, the world can feel like a lonely place. Picture this, if you will. A man, let's call him John, a successful accountant, a loving husband, a doting father. Yet beneath the surface, John battles demons of his own. Every day, he wakes up feeling alone, as if he's on a deserted island, surrounded by a vast, endless sea of despair. He's overwhelmed, not by the numbers on his spreadsheets, but the thoughts in his head that scream, "You're not good enough." It's a chorus that reverberates in his mind, a relentless echo of despair. Or consider Sarah, a bright, vivacious college student. She's the life of every party, the beacon of every gathering. But when the crowd disperses and the music fades, Sarah is left with an overwhelming sense of emptiness. A void that she can't fill. She feels hopeless, like she's sinking in quicksand. The more she struggles, the deeper she sinks. These are not isolated cases. They are echoes of a common and pervasive issue: mental health disorders. Whether it's the crushing weight of depression, the paralyzing grip of anxiety, or the chaotic whirlwind of bipolar disorder, mental health issues can make you feel isolated, helpless, and overwhelmed. These feelings are not mere figments of imagination. They are as real as the air we breathe, as tangible as the ground beneath our feet. They are symptoms, indicators of a deeper issue that needs to be addressed. It's like having a thorn in your foot. You can't see it, but every step you take, you feel the pain. The echoes of despair are deafening, but they are not singular. They are shared, experienced by countless others, hidden behind the smiles, the laughs, and the "I'm fines." It's a silent chorus, a shared melody of pain and struggle. Mental health issues can often feel like a vicious cycle, a whirlpool that drags us down. Imagine a wheel spinning continuously, each rotation a mirror image of the one before. This is similar to the cycle of mental health issues. It starts with a triggering episode, a stressful event, a traumatic incident, a moment of intense pressure. This trigger stirs up a storm of emotions within us, often negative ones that are difficult to navigate. It's like a dark cloud descending, casting long and menacing shadows on our world. Let's take the example of John. He was a high-achieving student, always at the top of his class. But the pressure to maintain his grades, to meet the expectations of his teachers and parents, became his trigger. The stress built up, and soon he was spiraling into a period of extreme anxiety and depression. The second part of this cycle is the emotional fallout, the feelings of despair, hopelessness, and isolation that follow a triggering episode. For John, his grades began to slip. He started withdrawing from his friends and family, and he lost interest in activities he once enjoyed. He felt like he was falling into a dark pit with no way out. Then there's Lily, a young woman who faced a traumatic incident in her personal life. The incident triggered feelings of intense fear and helplessness, leading her into a cycle of post-traumatic stress disorder. She found herself constantly reliving the incident, unable to escape the mental and emotional turmoil it brought. The cycle of mental health issues is a relentless one. It's a whirlpool that keeps pulling us deeper and deeper, making us feel like we're drowning. But the important thing to remember is that this cycle is not a life sentence. It's not a locked door with no key. Breaking free from the cycle of mental health issues is challenging, but not impossible. There are tools and resources available, and countless brave individuals who have walked this path before us, showing us that it is possible to break the cycle and reclaim our lives. Knowledge is power, and understanding is the first step towards healing. In the vast universe of human emotion, there are some stars that seem to shine less brightly. These are the feelings that come with mental health issues, often shrouded in darkness and misunderstanding. But the beauty of the human mind is its capacity to learn, to adapt, and most importantly, to understand. Understanding mental health issues is like turning on a flashlight in a dark room. Suddenly, the things that were once shadowy and frightening become clear. The monsters under the bed are revealed to be just ordinary household items, their menace a product of our imagination. Mental health issues are no different. They are real as a broken bone or a fever. They are valid as the pain you feel when you stub your toe or the joy you feel when you see a loved one. And they are treatable as a common cold or a minor injury. The shadows cast by mental health issues can be banished by the light of understanding. Understanding is not just for those who are struggling with mental health issues, but also for their loved ones. It's about seeing beyond the surface, beyond the symptoms, beyond the labels. It's about seeing the person, not just the problem. It's about recognizing that mental health issues do not define a person, but are simply part of their journey. Understanding allows us to approach mental health with empathy, and empathy is a powerful tool. It allows us to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, to feel their pain and their joy, their despair and their hope. It allows us to love unconditionally, to support unwaveringly, and to care deeply. In this light, we can see mental health issues for what they truly are. Not a life sentence, but a challenge to be faced and overcome. Not a source of shame, but a testament to our strength and resilience. Understanding is the key to empathy, and empathy is the key to compassion. The path forward may be steep, but it is not insurmountable. When it comes to mental health, it's essential to remember that we are not destined to walk this path alone. There are various resources available, each one designed to help us navigate the often tumultuous journey towards wellness. Therapy, for instance, is a powerful tool that can provide a safe and supportive space for us to explore our feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. It's an avenue to gain insight into our experiences, understand our patterns, and learn new strategies to cope with life's challenges. Therapists come in many forms, from psychologists to counselors, and they all bring unique perspectives and techniques to the table. Medication is another resource that can be incredibly helpful. It's not a magic cure, but rather a tool that can help manage symptoms and make the road a little less rocky. It's important to remember that everyone's body responds differently to medication, so what works for one person may not work for another. But with patience and open communication with a medical professional, finding the right medication can make a world of difference. Let's not forget about support groups. These gatherings, whether in person or online, offer a sense of community and understanding that can be immensely comforting. Here, you can share your experiences, learn from others, and most importantly, remember that you are not alone. Reaching out for help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a brave step towards healing. It's an acknowledgement that you are human, that you are worthy of care and support, and that you don't have to face this journey alone. As you move forward, remember that there will be good days and challenging days. There may be setbacks, but each step you take, no matter how small, is progress. You are not alone in this journey. Reach out, seek help, and remember that it's okay to not be okay.